No, I'm not Alice, and no, this isn't Wonderland. I have a standing desk behind me, and in just a few minutes, I'm going to tell you why. There's a common misconception out there that we as gamers are lazy, and I really don't like that because I think that gamers are passionate. I think that we're some of the best at what we do. We're smart, and we put that towards our jobs, our home life, and the things that we get involved with in the community. It's just not fair to say that gamers are lazy. But what problem we do have is we can be very sedentary. You know, a person like me who has a job, sits at a computer 8 to 10 hours a day and then goes and games later on and then watches TV can easily sit up to 12 hours a day. Now, studies have shown that even if you work out, it can't outweigh the negative of sitting that much each day. So I've come across a few different approaches and a few things that I've done that have made me feel pretty good about my days and raised my energy level quite a bit. One of these is really simple, and it's just to wear a fitness band. My wife bought me this Garmin VivoFit. Not sure if you can see it there. And when I first put it on, I was curious to see kind of how many steps I got each day. And I would go to work, and since I work from home, that's not many steps. Basically, by the end of the day, I would have about 1,500 steps. Now, considering that the day is well over half over and I'm supposed to have about, 8 to 10,000 steps, having 1,500 wasn't really near enough. So that was an eye-opener. But this didn't really have any alarms or any way of telling me when I should get up and move around or things like that. So I just kind of put a reminder on my calendar that every few hours I should stand up, move around a little bit, and that's helped quite a bit. Not to mention, before I start the day, each day now, I go to the gym and I work out for a little bit. That does help. Working out does help. I said it won't outweigh all of the negative benefits, but it does delay them and it does help. So between those two things, I have started to feel a lot better, but not completely better. So here is the third thing that I'm trying. Okay, so here's the computer that I work on and game on every single day. It's very easy for me to put in 8 to 12 hours, like I said, sometimes even more, because I'll then go and watch TV. My wife and I like to watch TV together. So what I decided to do was kind of set up an alarm every couple hours for me to get up and work on this. And this sit-stand option that I was in front of before is very cheap, under $100. What I did is I went to IKEA and I purchased a table, basically the cheapest type of computer table that they have, but I got the kind that's like $20 to $30 more with the adjustable legs. And I'll show you up close how those work in just a second, but as you can see, it's quite tall and quite able for most people to stand at. Okay, here are the legs themselves, and you just basically untwist them, and then you can go, anywhere between 1 and 13 inches higher than the standard desk would be. Again, compared to sit-stand options that cost between, $300 and well over $1,000, spending 50 bucks on a desk, on a pretty inexpensive desk, is seems like a really cheap way to do it. Okay, what I also did was get these adjustable monitor stands that work really well. Now, these are ones that I normally use on my other desk, but I thought while I was ordering these, I'd just show you guys kind of how it works. As you can see, this will raise it up about 6 inches over where your normal monitor height would be, which would work for most people. Now for me, it's still a little bit short because I'm 6'4", but if you're in that anywhere under 6 foot and under, most likely you'll be okay. I'll be ordering a couple more of these little knobs here to kind of raise it up. Okay, so I know that this is going to make for a somewhat odd picture, but there's a reason for it. If I stand in front of here, then I look like a giant compared to these monitors, but I want to show you that this is reasonably close. Now, I'm very tall, at around 6'4". This option still needs a little work, but for someone under 6 foot, it looks just about right. I'll show you. So if I'm just, trying to be ergonomic about where my hand should be when I'm typing, it's about right here. So I need to raise my keyboard up probably another 3 inches. And if you can see kind of the distance where the monitors are, they're short for me too. I've got another 4 to 5 inches. So again, if you are 6 foot or under and you're already starting 4 inches lower than I am, then this option already makes a lot of sense. Now, if you're tall like I am, then you're probably going to have to purchase some separate items to raise it up just a little bit. Okay, so full disclosure, the setup behind me is a little bit small for me, someone that's 6'4". The keyboard option, obviously I need to raise it about 3 inches above what it is on that box. And for the stands, I need to raise those monitors up about, I'd say 6 inches to really be where I want them to be. Now, if you're 5'10", you're probably, this is a perfect setup for you, 5'10" or shorter, because really you can raise that desk up and down any way you want it. Okay, so a recap of the things I've done. I've got a sit-stand desk. I'm using the Garmin VivoFit, which actually keeps track of my steps, my sleep at night, and tells me how many calories I burn a day. It's not so accurate, but I'm using that also with an application on my phone that many of you are probably familiar with called MyFitnessPal. Now, they'll sync between each other, and in MyFitnessPal, I can actually enter in how many calories a day I'm expending, and then I can kind of see how many are going out with the Garmin VivoFit. And it's really just science. Over time you can lose weight, or you can at least maintain doing that. Okay, a quick fact before I go, it's that your heart beats about 10 beats per minute faster when you're standing instead of sitting. And what that translates into is about an extra 50 calories per hour. So let's say that you decide to stand up an extra 3 hours a day over the course of a 5-day work week, let's say. That would be 750 calories extra a week. Over 5 weeks, that's about an extra pound. Over a year, that's just over 10 pounds that you'd lose in doing this. It'll help you maintain, or if you've gained that freshman 15, it'll help you take that off. Hey, again, this is not a guilt trip. I don't want it to be that. I've just had problems with energy myself because of my sedentary lifestyle, so I thought I'd share that with you guys. Hopefully you see the benefit of that and don't feel like I've guilt tripped you or anything. So if you have any questions about what I've done, you can ask me in the comment section below. You can also go to facebook.com/top10gamer or go to top10gamer.com and leave a comment in the write-up about this that I'll leave in the description below. If you guys will like and subscribe this video, it'll help me out, allows more people to see this video. That's all I have for you today. Next week, I've got a couple more unboxings for you. We're gonna be updating our PC builds to go along with 2015. I'll do that on the website and here. I don't know how many videos I'll make, but they'll definitely be on the website. Again, stay in touch and we'll see you next time.